Hey everybody, happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and are looking forward to a great week ahead. Last week we had our sales meeting, so wanted to say a public thank you to those of you who were in attendance, and then also to Northwest Exterminating, who sponsored breakfast and gave us some great information about spray foam insulation and how that impacts termite letters, especially with getting a clearance letter and how you're going to run into issues with that potentially. So that was some good information. Let me try to recap it for you. Basically, if a home has spray foam insulation, it's going to be next to impossible to get a clear Georgia wood infestation report issued, because it is impacting the ability for an inspector to get a clear visual and inspection with regard to termite activity. So there is a situation where they may have to cut out parts of the spray foam insulation in order to actually inspect and treat. So just as a heads up, just keep an eye on that. If you guys do run into any homes with spray foam insulation, feel free to reach out and we can connect you with the right person over at Northwest Exterminating so you can get the information you might need. We also had Doug Dean with us from Schaefertz and Dean, who went over some of the trending items that are going on and things that we can do as agents to help avoid issues and closing delays. Most of that had to do with just communicating efficiently, on time, and making sure the closing attorney knows what's what, because they don't know, for example, if you sign an amendment and you don't communicate to that, they are not going to know until closing. So just make sure that you're communicating with that. Steve with Georgia Pine Home Inspections was, of course, with us, and he had a lot of great things to say. Kind of a highlight was agents to be present with your buyers at the inspections at the tail end, so he can go over those things with you in person. Makes a tremendous difference. And for you to keep your calm with your clients, great tip, great information. Let's make sure we're not freaking our clients out unnecessarily. Jeff Smith was with us from Assurance Financial, and he talked a lot about what to expect from a great lender. He also introduced Stuart Smith, who you may be hearing from more regularly. Stuart and Jeff are not brothers or not related, but they do share the same last name. Stuart has, I believe, over 30 years of experience in the industry, so he'll be a great addition for you as a resource. Kyle with Peace of Mind Financial was also with us, and he really just introduced what he did, said hello to the room, but we're going to be interviewing him at our next sales meeting so that you guys can get some more information to tag on to our last week's video, tax strategies, and this will be more focused on how to do some good financial planning for yourselves. Visually Sold couldn't make the meeting, but they were kind enough to offer us a special discount. So if you are not familiar with Visually Sold, they do photography and videography, drone work, luxury shoots, so on and so forth. They are fantastic. They are one of our preferred vendors. We highly encourage you to check them out, visuallysold.com. The code that you can use is going to be popped up here on the screen. And while it says it's for first shoot discount, if you look in the parentheses, it says, or if you have one coming up. So please feel free to use it. It's $75 off, which is a great savings. And don't forget that if you haven't used them since our agent appreciation event, you also do have a $20 coupon sitting in your account on visuallysold.com once you log in. Our next meeting is on August 11th, so make sure you save the date and try to get there in person. We did not record this last one, and so if you want to see the information, or hear the information rather, in our sales meeting, make sure that you get to the next one. So what should you expect from now through our next sales meeting in the market? Well, buyers are active but cautious. Everybody is paying attention to rates and all of the nonsense going on all over the world. There's a lot of things to be tracking and a lot of things to make people nervous, but people are still out there buying. Expect buyers to be wanting seller concessions. Have conversations with your sellers about that. Have conversations with your buyers about maybe asking for a little bit more than they thought they could. Sellers need to hear that overpricing will hurt their momentum. House prepping is crucial. Make sure we are coaching sellers on how to best prepare their house for the market. It's no longer a market where we can slap something on the market and hope for the best. Marketing is critical and crucial. You're going to have to put your best foot forward, and that means your sellers are going to have to put their best foot forward as well. What's going to separate the top agents from the rest? Strong pricing conversations. That's going to be number one, making sure that sellers are prepared for pricing and that buyers are prepared for appropriate pricing. We are coaching both sides for appropriate negotiations in this market. Fast follow-up, better marketing for yourself, better marketing for your properties. Highly recommend, again, Visually Sold as a partner because they really do a great job of putting your best foot forward on the market. We are in a busy season of our market, so I hope you guys have a great week and capture some of that activity and build some momentum as we're going into summer. As always, if you need anything, we're here. Just reach out to us at brokerquestions@max1premier.com. Have a great week, everybody.